Hello everyone! Today is my 5th day of my 30-day blog challenge, and it took 5 days to make my 5th video, today's video, and I've been analyzing what helps me to build up my confidence before camera, and I realized that it's not only the theory of what can help people, what methods and exercise can help people makes me feel more confident, but when I'm telling you my personal story, how I use this, how I how I use these exercises for myself and those methods applied to myself, that probably makes me more confident, because that's linked to my own experience. Okay, so, and I want to start my story, today's story, with Austin, Texas, where I am now. Because actually I came to Austin from the North California, where my daughter's family lives. But the outbreak of coronavirus made my daughter's family work from home. And they got the permission from their employers to work from another state, and they headed off to Austin, Texas, and I just stuck them alone, okay? Because it was also interesting for me to stay with my daughter and to travel with them at the same time. Okay. Also, I wanted to talk about neuroplasticity and how neuroplasticity actually helped me to learn English. Okay, so what is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity is an ability of our brain to create new neural cells. Okay, and it was considered a couple of decades ago that our brain stops develop this ability at about, say, age 25. Okay, but before 25 we're capable of learning everything, but after 25 it was considered that we are quite limited in our learning skills. Okay, and why I am providing my English as an example of neuroplasticity, because when I began learning English, I was 40. Okay, I know that it is really hard to believe for many people, but I was 40 when I began learning English. Okay. Anyway, and it took a year and a half, I guess, for me to overcome the major anxiety was not understanding what people would say in English. Okay, I could barely speak English at all. Not to say that of understanding English. So I was living in a constant anxiety that I couldn't understand people around me. And the only thing which helped me to persevere in my journey of learning English was the wish, my dream of understanding better, and to remove this barrier of not understanding people. And actually I'm still driven by this goal, because one of the reasons why I'm making this video is actually to be more understood and also understand 100%. Well, I know that it varies actually, it depends on the accents, on many things, the ability to understand, but it's not the point. What I'm trying to say that I wanted to communicate as fluently as possible, almost to the level of native speakers. So it was my ultimate goal. And I know that there are many things to do to improve my English. But when I began learning English, it seemed like it was an impossible thing. Okay? So that's why I am actually providing this experience with English and sort of boasting about my English, because I was 40 when I began learning English, and most people would find that it would be extremely hard to learn any language at 40, not to say about mastering it. Another thing which I wanted to say that actually about neuroplasticity, that neuroplasticity happens when you are going through agitation and arousal state. That's what is one of the findings of neuroscience, that agitation, arousal, anxiety state, which actually makes people to back off of learning anything too complicated or too hard. That's actually a normal thing for the neuroplasticity to kick in. Okay, and the only way to get over, or I would say even to gain any skills, to learn new skills, is actually to persevere in your goal, persevere your goal despite the anxiety and despite the arousal you might feel. And I remember myself the things which helped me to persevere along the way when I was learning English is I was imaging myself, how I understood. I was imaging that I could understand almost everything. It was a picture which I was keeping in my mind almost always. Every time when I felt frustrated, disappointed, upset by myself that I couldn't understand, I was keeping in mind this picture. So, and that brings actually me to another point about neuroscience, that developing a self-reward system actually is part of the learning process. Because if the skill you are trying to learn is quite complex, it might take months, maybe sometimes years, to master this skill. So you need to find a way how to self-reward along the way. And the self-reward system is so crucial to gain any skill. Okay? Well, that's what I actually did. I didn't know that actually, I did it consciously, but I did now. Now I can tell that I developed a self-reward system for every small achievement, every minor achievement. I was rewarding myself toward my goal. Okay, and that's exactly the same thing where actually is important to do when you are in emotional pain. Emotional pain could be for different reasons, because of PTSD or because of depression. But again, the same point is very true. You gotta learn how to self-reward for every the smallest probably achievement you've made for today, for every day. It could be, in my case, English was, the reward was that I learned a new word, new expression or something. I made a new friend. So there were multiple rewards on the way to my today's English. Okay, and I believe that I will make it even better over time. And probably that's it for today. Next time I'm gonna also continue the topic about neuroplasticity, because there are ways how to trigger your neuroplasticity apart from creating these small rewards. But it is for the next time. Thank you for watching my video. Share your feedback, please, in this comment section below this video. And bye for today.